Hey YouTube, it's that dude named Dave and welcome back to my channel. Before we get started here, my price of admission, I don't charge much. Like, subscribe, and the bell notification below. Look, I see you guys are watching my videos, but you're not subbed yet. So let me help you by helping me out here. Give you guys a few seconds to do this here. Okay, few seconds, we got that out the way. So today's video, we're coming back to Kevin Samuels. Shout out to Edwin, send me an email. Hey, that dude, check these videos out here. So I'm gonna let everybody know, if the tribe emails me and it works with the brand, I move your videos up the ladder here. So today's video is not the average or best video, but a woman had a problem about being average. So let's get to the video. We're gonna let Kevin cook and we're gonna try to make this make sense.
Relationship of any kind?
I was.
How long ago did it end?
A few months.
A few months. Do you want to be married ever?
I do.
Do you want children?
I do.
How many children would you like to have?
Ideally, two.
2 kids.
By what age would you like to get married?
My goal was 28, but I don't.
28. 28. So if you want to get married by 28, by what age would you like to have your last child?
Last child, probably 34.
These are good goals for the age-wise.
To pay significant bills after you're pregnant with your first child.
No.
Okay. How much is the man going to have to make to take care of a family of 4 in Long Island, to where his wife does not have to work?
In Long Island, and like living comfortably, I'd say at least 275 to 3.
Woo!
Did your last boyfriend make $300,000 a year?
Wow, y'all.
No,
Have you ever dated a man to make $300,000 a year?
not yet.
Wow.
Not yet.
Can't make this up.
This is going to get tough, okay? How tall are you?
5 feet.
Dress size?
Probably like a 6 or 8.
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
160.
Hold on. Pause. 5 feet, 160. Y'all do the math, fellas and ladies. Think about that. Back to the video.
So you never dated a man who makes that kind of money. So you expect to find a man as you get older who earns more money. I got to ask you, man, what do you bring to the table that a man making $300,000 a year should pick you?
What's she gonna say?
Well, I'm supportive. I'm self-sufficient. I can be submissive if I'm with somebody who knows how to lead.
Can be submissive?
I can cook. I can do all of the traditional things, and I'm passionate and loving individual.
You're self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about a man who's making $300,000. He don't care if you're self-sufficient or not. He's the one that has to be sufficient.
Right.
Listen. You said I can be submissive.
Mm-hmm.
That's bullshit.
That is not. Because I was kind of submissive in my last relationship.
I gotta pause this here. That is a key point for women and fellas. If you hear that, run. Yes, I yelled into the mic. I had to make that clear. Run. Whenever a woman says, I can be submissive, that's that conditional femininity here that we have here. You just can't say, I'm just going to turn it on or off. No, a woman's submissiveness and femininity should be on at all times. If you got to say, I can do this here at certain times and not doing it, no. That's the reason why her last relationship probably didn't work. She says, I can do it at times. No, that is not the case here. Fellas, run if they state that here. A woman's nature should be in that at all times. Back to the video.
I bet you believe it was, but you also thought you volunteered too. And I showed you that what you call volunteering ain't much.
Okay.
What percentage of men earn $300,000 or more?
Right, good question.
Less than 4.
Uh-huh. Now, what age do men hit their financial stride?
If I had to guess, I'd probably say like late 30s or early 40s.
45 to 55. Are you prepared to date a man that's 40 plus years old?
No, I'm not.
So you expect a young man under
Y'all
40
hear this?
to make $300,000 a year. I want you to understand this.
Mhm.
What makes you that special to where you get a man who is an exceptionally high earner at a very young age? Why would he pick you? Why should he pick you?
Because
Before she answered this here, ladies who's in my Discord, if you're single and this is what you're looking for, ask yourself the same question, because she is off by saying 4%. It is less than 1% of men making that kind of money in this society and in this country here of the United States. Okay. You got to remember, only as far as black men, only 7% of black men are entering and making 100,000 or more. 7%. The average black man makes about 41, 42,000 a year. So if you want this, you have to showcase that you're above exceptional, because that type of man is limited. There's not many of them here on this earth here. So let's see what her answer is. Let's back to the video.
I kind of listed like all of the qualities that I believe that I bring to this.
Man, what you mentioned,
Mhm.
due respect, men who enter this country illegally and stand out front of Home Depot and sell cans get the very same things from their wives.
Okay.
Right.
But I don't think necessarily that I need someone that's at that level right now. I don't think there's anything.
Well, I asked you if you wanted to work to pay
What?
significant bills after you're pregnant with the first child. You said no. So listen, if you want to get married by 28 and have your last child by 34, for the moment you get married and get pregnant, you want the man to be able to pay. That's $300,000. So that's within the next 5 years. The math can't be overcome. And
Okay.
I'm going to say, ma'am, could you live with a man, deal with a man who's earning what the average black man earns in this country?
Yes, because I've done.
No. Could you marry him and be happy with him for a lifetime?
Yes.
You could be happy with a black man making $40,500 for the rest of his life. That's $20 an hour.
Wait, you said 40,000.
$40,500.
She don't know
That's
math and
$20 an
numbers.
hour. That's what the average black man makes in this country. Yes.
Could I be happy with? Would I be happy with?
No, you
I'm not
can't.
playing semantics.
You got to ask the question yourself.
I think it's possible.
No, I'm
Oh,
asking
boy.
you. Could you? I know it could be possible.
Yeah, I think it's possible if all the other qualities are there.
Possible and probable. Those are two separate words, but two separate distinctions. She's saying possible, but is it probable, fellas and ladies? I don't think so.
Okay. $20 an hour.
It's possible if
That
all
means
the,
you're going to have to work when you're pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's all.
That means you're going to have to work when you're pregnant. You're going to have to work until retirement age. That means your kids are going to go to public school. That means unless you, I mean, I didn't ask you, but do you plan on making in excess of 6 figures?
Yeah, yes.
So, and then who's going to manage the money? Would it be you or him? Because you'll be making more than he is.
Well, I feel like when you get married to someone, partnership, right? So it's not.
That's the theory.
It's not one or the other. So you both manage the money.
No, somebody has to manage it. But at the end of the day, I don't understand why you young ladies expect to be stay-at-home wives when you're just average.
She didn't like that one,
You
y'all.
think- I mean, is that an insult, calling you saying that you're average?
I feel like, to each their own.
Uh-oh.
But ma'am, but you laugh.
Here we
when
go,
I said
fellas.
You're average.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think I'm average.
Oh,
What makes you above average?
The things that I bring to I think I'm an attractive woman.
Okay,
That-
what would you rank yourself on a scale from 0 to 10? Just your face, you can't use 7.
Can't you 7, right?
Mm-mm.
I heard the
we
Kelly
got
Rowland.
here?
I would say if I have to place myself against Kelly Rowland and Beyonce, and you know what? No, I could rate myself at 8 because I think
So you think you rank up there with Beyonce?
yes, we are both beautiful.
Oh,
Yes.
what? What? I had to stop the video. Women, are you really this delusional? I gotta say, Though up until this week, I had Beyonce 8 and Kelly Rowland 9, as far as ratings, agreeing with Kevin Samuels. But you know what though? Did y'all see Beyonce at the Grammys? I mean, the Oscars? She's thickened up, or that. I'm sorry, Kelly. She's my 9 and Kelly's my 8, or 8.5. I hate to do that. But you gonna say that you are on par with Bey and Kelly. Really? 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 Back to the video. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay. I would give you, arguably, I give you a 5, maybe a 6 on a good day.
Okay.
I give you cute. But
Yeah, maybe cute on a good day.
This is not insulting. Okay.
You're not red carpet.
I'm not.
But see, the thing is, this is what the sad
Make it make
part
sense.
is. So many young women, you overinflate your price. A man who's making $300,000, that's what you want. And you don't think you're average, and you're average because that's what you've attracted in your past. You've had average men.
So what? I mean, but I'm only 25.
But you're an average 25-year-old. You're 5 feet tall, 160 pounds, and you're average looking.
I don't think I'm average looking.
Oh,
You
no.
think I'm average looking?
Oh, boy. Here we
I
go.
really don't want to do this with you, but as one person who's the professional image consultant and the person who's not, you're average looking. That's not insulting. There's nothing about you that says, look, there's no way that you be walking down the street in Hollywood or New York City and someone would say, we need to bring her in to model for Ford. We need to get her on the cover of this. She needs to be on the cover. When you talk about pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous, these women are model beautiful, universally. And today, saying a woman is average is an insult. Saying being with an average, you want to say, well, like,
Well, I don't think it's an insult. I think it's just
it's not even a perception, man.
Let me pause here because she is taking it personal, because I want to point to see how her body language changed. We need to rewind it back, to see how her facial expressions, her body language, everything changed when it came to average. And here's the thing, people. There is nothing wrong with being average. There's a reason why that there's a top 1%, because it's only a small finite amount of people who are of that wealth. Okay, there is only a certain amount of people who are gorgeous and beautiful or handsome. The key thing, like Kevin said here, if you're walking down the street in a major city, New York, LA, Hollywood, right? And you are dressed up, may not see your best, but you are dressed up, right? And you're walking down the street, someone will discover you. You will be found if you are 8, 9, or 10, okay? Beauty will be found if you're out there and you're living like that here. That is a fact, okay? But if you're out here walking around living your life and no one ain't checking for you, it's average. Nothing wrong with average people. There's nothing wrong with that, because the majority of us is that. But for some reason, women can't handle that. It's like a bad word, okay? So let's get back to the video, see what else Kevin says here.
It's like, okay, and I'm trying to be as political about this as possible because you're young, but have you modeled?
no. I don't have a model.
Okay. So if you put yourself arguably next to Beyonce, if I put your picture and made it pop up on everybody's phone at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning and said, do these two women match? Are these two things equal? You think the world would say, yes, this person and this person, yep, they're in the same category.
Just on looks.
Just on your face.
I mean, I think it depends.
Wow.
I said worldwide.
Stop playing.
It depends on who
It's a
it's.
yes,
Stop
no, ma'am. That's a
playing.
yes or no. What do you
Right.
think the worldwide?
Stop playing, baby girl.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. You know you capping. You know you capping. You know you ain't that fine. Come on. I hate to do that.
I'm beautiful, so
Oh,
I don't think that I'm not offended. That
y'all hear this?
I don't. I mean, I'm not. It's not a matter of being offended. You're delusional.
You are not on B's level.
I don't think I'm delusional.
Okay.
You're not
Well,
on Kelly Rowland's level,
see,
baby.
I'm trying to be nice, but I think we should leave this because I'm going to start asking you questions that are going to be uncomfortable. Where have you gotten 8, 9, or 10 outcomes in your life? Where have men who have been rich, wealthy, or powerful who have openly tried to get you to be their primary girlfriend?
Good question.
I haven't yet, but
Exactly, because you're not that quality. You're not on that level.
no, I don't. I think think that's what it is. I feel like, and I've watched.
I feel like
no, ma'am. It's you exist. No, listen. You go out of your home. The world sees you, guys. I'm really doing my best, but this is the length of denial with the average woman today. You're seriously rating yourself on the level. You're saying that if tomorrow morning, here's 2 phones, everybody popped up and said, here's Beyonce, and here's Destiny.
right.
Which woman would you rank? Are these women equal in looks? And you're saying that the majority of the world would say yes.
I think it depends on who's looking at it. Some people will say yes, and some people will say no. But that's with anything.
Wow. No, it's not. This is why
Delusion.
How we've gotten here is this is when I ask, what do you owe the community? This is the mindset.
Come on, baby girl,
You're
stop.
all special.
You're trolling.
You're all beautiful. That if I stood you next to Beyonce, no one would say you're in Destiny's Child. They would say you're a fan. You would be in the beehive. You'd be on the first row screaming, saying, I'm a survivor, but you would not be on the picture of the marquee. That is not you. And I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt that you're average and you're cute, but you are not on that level. You have not had these outcomes. You can shake your head and give me all the diva girl confidence you want to. You have not had these outcomes in your life.
But I mean, to date, no. You can't. I'm 25.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Oh my God.
You're right.
Qualifiers now.
You're young and you're only going down.
No, I just think that like you.
You're right. You're right. It doesn't matter.
They fold.
You're right. You're right. You're
Okay.
right, man.
All right.
You're right. And
This is
I'm
bad,
trying to
y'all.
help you. Really, I'm really trying to help you. But
Okay.
you're digging in a deeper hole. So it would be wise to just stop.
Real fast here. I'm stopping. I let Kevin cook for a hot second here. In the comment section, is she average or is she above average? I want to see that here, okay? Average down the middle, 5, maybe 6, okay? So I want to see the comments that if y'all watching this here, post a number, okay? 1 to 10. Let me know what y'all think of her. Back to the video.
Okay?
Okay.
Just be wise to just stop. Confidence is good, fine, but delusion is not.
I think that's not delusion.
Denial, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so let's just go there. Then why do you think that you and Beyonce and you're right up there with all the classic 8s, Pam Grier, Down from Good Times. Why do you think you're up there with them?
They're successful women that are confident in themselves and have accomplished. I'm a successful woman that's accomplished.
That has shit to do with looks.
Well,
Y'all hear this?
That has nothing to do with looks. It has no, ma'am. I said 8. It has everything to see. This is the problem.
No,
Listen, ma'am. I'll let you speak, but I will let Black women believe their socioeconomic status increases their sexual marketplace value. You are what you attract. Your sexual marketplace value is based upon your looks and your figure. Now, arguably, you're short and you not as thin as you could be.
I'm thick. It's in the, but it's in.
Oh shit!
It's true.
Here we go.
Man, you're 5 feet and 160 pounds. You weigh more than a man.
It's proportioned nicely.
It's not proportioned nice. It's proportioned like a man.
It's not.
Man, oh shit. Whoever your parents are, man, Mr. and Mrs. I tried, but your daughter needs a reality check. Young lady.
Okay.
You're 5 feet tall and 160 pounds. That makes you around a dress size 8'10". You should be a dress size 4. At 5 feet tall, you should really be around 110 pounds.
Okay.
You're 50 pounds. You're 50% over your target weight. Let's just look at the BMI, shall we? Let's look at no.
Here we go.
Go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do the BMI calculator.
Statistics are you not skewed?
No, go ahead.
Here we go.
Don't tell me what's wrong with the statistics. Tell me why it's where it should be. The BMI is everything.
I'm letting Kevin cook. I'm not trying to cut in too much here.
It's 31.2. That is classified. Underweight is underweight, normal weight, overweight is 25 to 39 to 25 to 29.99, and obesity is the BMI of 30% or larger. Your BMI is 31.2. You are obese.
Oh,
by
ouch.
By the statistics.
By the reality.
Yes, and it's
by the reality. Okay, so an obese, 5 foot tall woman who's average looking, saying that because I is successful, and I'm assuming you're talking about in your career.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm in.
What women value and what men value are two different things. You keep saying that you give yourself a ranking based upon your income, and that's not what we value.
But it wasn't just based.
And on that note, I'm going to stop the video here. It's a lot longer. I might have to do a part 2 here because there was a lot that went on here, but this is a reaction, so I got to stop it here. So shout out to Edwin. I appreciate you, one of the day ones here. For anybody who has any dope videos that I may have not done yet and you feel like, hey, this would be good for the brand and for the show here, bring them my way. You know the email in the description here. So really fast here. We have another modern woman who is delusional. And here's the thing why that I decided to do this when Edwin brought this to the tribe here. How many women, black women, act like this? Where they're comparing themselves to Beyonce and Kelly Rowland. Now, I know there could be other women that you might feel is more beautiful. Like he mentioned it for the past, you want to think about a Pam Grier, who you think about 8 or 9. We're just using that as a standard for women and for all guys to see here as far as beauty and looks. She really thinks at 5 foot, 160 pounds, that she's on par with superstars. We need women to understand that if you are not physically fit, and that if you know that everything around you from a sexual marketplace, your visual looks, is not up to par enough to speed, we have to bring ourselves down. Let me be honest here. I'm not a 6 foot tall brother. I am not. So you wanna know what? Off the rip, knowing that I'm not 6 feet tall, I know I'm not a 10 if we wanna put numbers on guys, all right? Because I do know that women do value men who are extremely tall. But you know what though? I have enough confidence to know that, you know what though? I bring other things to the table here that's not gonna deter me. But I'm not gonna be delusional saying, you know what, ladies? I'm a 10, y'all need to rock with me like Idris Elba. No, I'm not delusional. I'm based in reality and knowing that, hey, you know what though? There are certain things that I can work on and there's certain things I know that I may never achieve, but here I am. Ladies, same thing here. We need you guys to work on your figure and your weight. He broke down the BMI and then he cut her off when she tried to say there's a racial component. You can hear that she was trying to drop that in there. Why do our black ladies do this here? We don't hear the racial component when our Asian sisters are talking about BMI, or if our white sister talking BMI, if our Puerto Rican sister talking BMI, our Mexican sisters are doing a BMI, our European women across the pond here. We never hear the BMI and racism in any other aspects of women except for our black women. So why is there an exception here? We need to unveil this delusion. We need women to understand that, hey, nothing wrong with being average. Majority of history has had average people. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with an average guy. You can go ahead and get yourself an average guy and live a great average life and you can ride off into the sunset. But for some reason, because of TV, social media, and the new age here, we want to look down and we want the best. There's nothing wrong with that. We can all want the best, but we all have to understand that there are parameters and not everybody can get what they want here. That's why we're talking about the marketplace. Like, subscribe, comment, click on the bell notification below. I want to hear what you guys got to say about this video here. You know what? Like I said, this is such a long one here. I might need to do a part 2, Edwin, down the line here because there was more information here. So until next time, I am that dude named Dave, and I'll see you guys later, YouTube world.